So she's here. All right, guys. So I'm going to start, but welcome. We are so excited to have you here. So this is what we call our kickoff call. So what we like to talk about is really just what to expect. We're going to share a little bit about our stories and how we got to where we are as coaches, and kind of tell you a little bit what to expect over the next 4 weeks. Tell you about some of the fun that you're going to have, the chance to win some money, and leave it open to you guys for some questions. So this is going to be like our meeting time on Sunday nights at 8:30. And that can be up for debate too, because I know that sometimes bedtime is 8:30. So if we need to push that to 9, I was thinking maybe we could take a poll on that too, maybe tomorrow, because we had a call from another group we were in at 9, but we won't have that call for the next 4 weeks. So if 9 o'clock is better, because I do understand bedtimes and whatnot, but we will record the calls. But after this call, the next 3 weeks will be a question and answer session for you guys. So we call them family meetings. And sometimes it's not even it ends up just being like, let's get together and chat and pump each other up for the week. So we're from all over, as you guys did the videos and did the introductions, we're from all over the country. So I think this is so fun to get together on the Zoom calls, because it feels like we're real people and not just behind a computer screen. So you get to know us as coaches, and we get to know you guys. So that's why I like to see your face. You don't have to come here with makeup or your hair done or whatever. Typically I'm in a ponytail and workout clothes, so and no makeup. And sometimes you just wake up from a nap like Prasanthi, and it's all good. We're humans, you guys. We're moms, we're humans, we're wise. Life is crazy. We're in the trenches with you. So my name is Kirsten Jones, and I have been a coach for about 5 years now. I'm going on my 5-year anniversary, but I started as a challenger just like you guys in June of 2012. And so I had purchased Insanity, and it sat on my shelf shelf collecting dust, because I did 2 workouts, like, I don't know, the year before that. So I guess I bought it in like 2011, off an infomercial at midnight one night when I was feeling horrible about myself. Did 2 workouts and almost died. I did everything. I did the before pictures. I was like, I'm going to rock this. I did 2 workouts and then I quit, because it was really hard, and I didn't have a coach, and I didn't have a challenge group. I didn't have any support. And I was like, I just never finished. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. So lo and behold, a year later, someone from my high school, did the program, did it, and offered a challenge group. She's like, these are my Insanity results. And I was like, okay, the only way I'm ever going to complete this program and follow it is if I have someone supporting me every single day. And when I joined the challenge group, I did it. I did Insanity for 60 days. I followed the program, and it was life-changing. And literally, you guys, like, my life has never been the same because I completed that program. And it's a mental thing. It's because I challenged myself and I committed to a goal that it kind of propelled me forward into life of just getting addicted to goals. Like, okay, what can I do next? Knowing that if I could commit to something like that, what else could I commit to? And so I don't want you guys to take this lightly. Okay. This could literally, and I've seen it happen in time. That's why I love being a coach, and I'm still here coaching, doing these groups every single month, because I see from just committing to a health and fitness program, 100% people's lives change. I mean, massively, massively change in the most positive way. So I fell in love with challenge groups, and I have been running a challenge group every single month for 5 years. And over time, they have evolved. There's new fitness programs. And the coolest thing about what you guys are about to embark on is that these programs, they work. And they really fit the lifestyle of today, right? Which most of you guys are doing 30-minute workouts, nutrition that is simplified, Shakeology that's made in 5 minutes. Hallelujah. I wouldn't eat breakfast if I didn't have it, right? And nutrition plans that are simple to follow, that allow you to live a healthy lifestyle while still living life. So we're going to be talking a ton about that in this group, because this is the holiday season, right? This is when so many people aren't losing weight. They're packing on the pounds, right? So hopefully you guys sat down and you did your goals, because you're going to want to have those in your face every single day, because there are going to be times when you're not going to want to feel committed. There's going to be times when you don't want to push play. There's going to be times when you want to overeat on all the cookies. You have 1 cookie and you want to have 10, right? So you need to have your goals right there, and they're your goals. They're not our goals, but we want to know your goals so we can help remind you of your goals on this journey. So, just a little bit more about what is going to happen. Let me get to my notes so I stay on track a little bit. So we are going to have daily check-ins every single day. So here's what you're going to see on a daily basis. You are going to see in the morning a post that is something that goes along with our theme of the week. So this week we're going to talk a lot about mindset, and the focus is going to be not only on mindset, but like taking in the joys of the season, trying to eliminate that stress from your life of the holiday stress, but enjoying the holidays and enjoying them in a healthy way. And so we're going to talk all about that. So you're going to see a post that's all about mindset, and it's like personal development for you. There will be a little bit of assignments in there on a daily basis. You'll see that this week. Then you're also going to see shortly after that a post for sweaty selfies. So that is your workout check-in. So every single day we want you to take a picture. It can be of your shoes. It can be of your computer. It can be of your beautiful sweaty face. It can be of your water bottle, whatever. But post-workout, we want you to take a picture and we want to post it in there, because then we know that you got your workout done, okay? We post that first thing in the morning because we have some early morning risers that like to get their workouts done first thing. If you get yours in the afternoon, it's cool. It's there. You're going to post on the thread. Then you're going to see another daily post from us. It's going to be every day of the week. It'll be a little bit different. One day we'll share like Shakeology recipes. Another day we're going to teach you a little bit about Beachbody On Demand. Another day we'll talk about Fridays are going to be our fitness challenges. So you'll see that on Fridays. And then at the end of the day, you are going to see a daily check-in post. And underneath that check-in, you're going to tell us, how was your nutrition? Did you follow the container system or whatever nutrition plan you're on? Like, did you follow your meal plan you created? Did you have your shake? Did you drink enough water? You should be drinking half your weight in ounces of water every day. So if you weigh 150 pounds, that's 75 ounces of water at least every single day. So you want to keep track of that. So did you drink your water and did you do your workout? How did your day go? So every single day we're going to have that check-in, okay? It's amazing how knowing that you have to check in keeps you accountable. It almost seems silly, right? Like, really, no one's like holding my head to the fire to check in, but that's what we're there for, is this accountability, because that is the piece that is missing most of the time. So we just want you guys to remember that this group, this is your family. And I know this is a big group, and that's okay. Like, that's what makes it more exciting, because I'm telling you guys, the more people you see checking in, the more you're going to be like, oh my gosh, she did it. I have to do it. Look at all these people checking in. This environment is positive, okay? So we really want to keep this environment as positive as possible. We want you guys to feel like this is a safe place for you to go. This is a place for you to tell us about your struggles, your successes, your questions, like whatever it is. You know, we obviously, we don't want this to be a place of like, negative Nancy's when it comes to struggles, but we want it to be a place where you feel like you can share what you're struggling with so that we can help you. Like, let's make this a place of problem solving. Like, okay, here's my issue. Like, what can I do about it? Like, that's what we want you to know. And the other thing, and then I'll turn this over to Chrisanti, we want you to know is that we are in this with you. Like, we are not on a pedestal above you. We are not like, have it all figured out, 100% on point with our nutrition all the time. We miss workouts. We don't feel like working out. We don't drink enough water. We never really miss our shakes. I will say that, like, I don't ever miss a Shakeology because it's like that important, but there are just days. We all have days. So we're in this with you. And that was honestly like one of the reasons why I became a coach. I love the challenge groups and I wanted to help people through it, but I didn't want to ever go through a time when I wasn't in one. Like, it changed my life so much. It kept me so on track because I personally suffered with eating disorders and like nutrition issues, over exercising, like crazy cycles of over exercising, nutrition issues. And I needed this. I needed the support of a group every single day that I could go to and get that help. So that's who we are to you guys. We're your best friends. We're your cheerleaders. We're here for you. And we're excited to bring you the next 4 weeks through what I personally feel is probably the hardest time of the year to stick with your nutrition and your fitness, because it's so easy to just say, I'll start at the new year. But you guys are one step ahead. And I'm telling you, when January rolls around, you're going to feel so proud of yourself and that much more forward in your life that you started now. So, all right, I'm going to turn it over to Chrysanthi. And I'm in Florida, if you guys wanted to know. And Chrysanthi's in New Jersey. So this is just cool that we are like so far away, but still all connected. I love that.
All right. Hey guys. We're so excited for the round 2 of the pineapple group. So this is round 2. We just finished a round last month. And if you weren't in there, then we're excited to have you join us. As Kristen said, I'm Chrysanthi. I am in New Jersey and I did just wake up. I put my daughter to sleep and I fell asleep in bed with her. And I woke up and came downstairs and I was like, oh my gosh. So mom life, right? Anyway, also, I just announced to the Facebook world today that I am pregnant. So you're going to see me going through this, doing that. So anyway, a little bit of backstory on me. I have been a coach for, it'll be 4 years in February, which is insane. Like, that's really crazy. And I, unlike Kirsten, I came into this as a coach. I did not come in having any background in challenge groups, having ever been one or run one. So I came in full force. I had just had my son, who is now 4, and I needed something that I could do from home. And so that's how I found T25, the program, and then just jumped in full force. So what was cool though about doing it that way was I knew from the beginning that not only was this journey going to be about me, it was going to be about my family, and then it was going to also give me the opportunity to impact other people, which really helped me to stay accountable. And so similarly for you guys, you know, maybe you're not in this as a coach, you're in this as a challenger, but you're still a part of something bigger than yourself. And so when Kirsten says, you know, this is a big group, like we've got over 100 people in here, that's amazing. So when you think about like, you know, oh my gosh, like I'm going to post my sweaty selfie today and then someone else is going to be inspired because I did. You know, you come into the group and someone says like, oh my gosh, Laura posted her sweaty selfie. Now I'm going to have to do it. Like the power behind that is really amazing, and it adds another element to your journey. So that's just really cool. So in addition to all the things that Kirsten already said, because I don't want to chew your ear off for too long, one of the things that we did last time that worked really well is we took everybody in the group and we paired them up, and we made little groups of like 4 people, and they became subgroups. What was cool was that from there, those people, you know, sent each other friend requests on Facebook and got to know each other a little bit better. And they had group chats. So like every day, in addition to having the support of the group, they had their little subgroup where they could say like, oh my gosh, I don't feel like working out today. Or, oh my gosh, like, you know, look at this chocolate cake that my neighbor just dropped off to me, talked me off the ledge. Like, I know I shouldn't have any, you know? So people really enjoyed that. So we want to do that again for you guys, but we want to make sure that you're all in for it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a post. I'm not sure if we're going to do that maybe tonight. We could probably do that tonight, but we'll do a post where you can just comment and say that you want to be added into a subgroup. And then what's cool with doing the subgroups too is we'll do little pop-up challenges and we'll have you do them with your group. And then it's an opportunity for you guys to compete to win some prizes. So that's always fun. We had a team last round called the Fineapples, and they were our winners because they just really kind of came together, cheered each other on, really showed up a lot in the group with each other. And so they won prizes. So we've got that. Then in addition, we'll have other pop-up challenges. Now last time was Halloween, so we had a hashtag no candy challenge. And so the people in the group committed to not having any candy on Halloween, not even one piece. And they posted on it on their Facebook wall. They posted about it in our group. And when they did that, they were entered to win a prize, and we had prizes for that. Then we also had another one. Geez, I can't remember what it was, but we'll have these little pop-up challenges from time to time that are an opportunity for you to just really get psyched and get pumped up and have an opportunity to win, which is always fun, right? And finally, and then I'll turn it over to Kim, who I'm sure is like, well, what am I going to talk about? But finally, the other thing that we really are excited about for this group is we like to do a grand prize at the end of $100 cash for the person. Well, it's not cash. It's actually, I think we did a gift. We're doing a gift card, right? Yeah. But anyway, $100 comes to you for the best overall transformation. Now I say overall because there are many factors that go into it. And actually our winner from last time, Erin Terry, is on the call tonight. She's back for round 2 and we were so proud of her. And there were so many, it was a really difficult decision to make. I will say that. So we'll have to give ourselves as coaches more time to vote this time because it was like, oh my gosh, all of us were like, wow. But what goes into it is not only the weight loss and the, inches lost and the before and after picture, but really for you guys to share with us what's changed in your life. Has it been that you were struggling, if you're like me, maybe you struggle with anxiety and depression. And so, and you'll find hopefully through this group that when you clean up your nutrition and you eliminated added sugars and you're drinking more water and you're surrounding yourself with a positive environment, that lessens, and maybe you'll be able to go off of your medication, or maybe you'll be able to just find new coping strategies. Like that's a huge transformation. Or maybe, you're finding you're a more patient mom because you're working out more, or you're, happier at home, or all these things that go into the transformations, whether it's medical stuff, mental stuff, emotional stuff, like the entire body transformation. That's what we want. Obviously everybody wants to have a number that's less on the scale. Everyone wants to wear a different size in their jeans, but we really encourage you to focus more on the entire process, because you can come in, you can be a kick-ass pineapple for 30 days, you can rock this challenge, but if you don't make a transformation on the inside, then after those 30 days, you're not as likely to sustain that. So that's something that we really want to push for you guys and share with you guys. So as Kirsten said, this week we're going to talk about mindset. Each week we'll have a different focus, but we're also going to add a little holiday twist to it, since we're going to be together for the holidays. And we all know that with the holidays comes stress, comes temptations, comes aggravation, but also lots of celebration. So anyway, we will be here for you guys for that. And I'm going to turn it over to Kim.
Hi, everyone. So I'm Kim Lags, and I was momming it up before 2. I went to go put my son to bed, and he threw up all over me and all over everything. Best part is that I just changed the sheets, so he's on clean sheets. And then oh, now everything's just, he's on like his crib sheets now in a queen size bed. It's all good though, right? So I've been a coach for 2 years, and I actually did a complete insanity program. I attempted to do the complete insanity program before I became a coach. And then I realized that in my mind, I thought I was maybe like too cool for it or whatever, but biggest thing that I saw was that there was always a piece missing from it. Like, yeah, I could come in and work really hard on these workouts and things, and I never knew what was different between what I was doing compared to like I was watching my now coach Chris Santi, and like, how come she's getting killer results and I'm just doing this workout that I bought online, and she's doing the same workout, but she's a coach. So eventually she convinced me and proved to me that this is like the best deal ever. And I became a coach. And then that's when I actually joined my first accountability group. And that's when I actually started seeing these ridiculously crazy results. I had no idea the strength that I actually had, the willpower I had, until I knew that all of you in here, relied on me for these accountability groups. And not just as a coach, just as a peer. So by joining these accountability groups, you are all signing up, and you're already taking the first step in to taking it to the next level. Everyone knows you can go out for a walk. Everyone knows you can get moving on your own in your house. And everyone knows that you can just decide to start eating better. But there's something about doing it together with a group of people who are all like-minded with the same goals that really take it up to the next level. And I'm telling you, I've never experienced life like I have in the last 2 years. Coaching has allowed me, and in these accountability groups, Shakeology, all of this stuff has allowed me to embrace life on a whole new level. And I'm just beyond grateful for that. So I hope that you enjoy these accountability groups and look forward to every single post as much as I do, and really stop and take that time to pour in. And like we said before, like, you're going to be in these pods. So anytime you see any of your teammates posting, get on there and cheer them on. And if they are like sound asleep, wake their booties up to make sure you get that Fitness Friday challenge in. So when I'm there on Friday and you haven't heard from one of your teammates, you figure out, you keep sending them messages, whatever, you poke them on Facebook. Who even does it anymore? But I bet it would work, right? If I got a notification saying I got poked, I would check it out. So, and really just be behind each other to get the work done, because what we're asking and what we're supporting each other to do here is not, it's very simple. The problem is that life can get in the way, and that's where we step up and overcome and achieve those goals. So do not let any bit of doubt or any excuses get in your way, and really take the 5 minutes extra it may take to plan out the next day. If you're not a planner, like I was never a planner, this is the first time that I actually plan out my meals. And I'm not perfect. I don't follow them to a T. But like tonight we went out to dinner unexpected, and I ended up getting, and we went to an Italian restaurant. I ended up getting grilled chicken and sauteed veggies. And I left there with no guilt, and I still feel good. And I would not have done that if I didn't have this group. I would have gotten the basil pesto or vodka chicken, like something crazy, because my in-laws were taking us out to eat. Why not embrace, right? But instead, I stayed on track, and they gave me so much. I have leftovers for lunch tomorrow, so I'll adjust my meal plan. But the thing is that with all of the support and information I've gotten here, it has allowed me to really change my lifestyle. And I will say, I've been on the team before, whether it was from high school sports or college sports, but there's something different about once you're now a coach. And this is something I highly encourage all of you, even just to think about right now, is it gives you these relationships with each other a little bit different. Like right now, some of you on here are complete strangers, but me, like I know your goals. I know why you're here. And I may even know more than what you share with this group. And that makes me want to dig in deeper even more every day, not just into you, but into myself. Because if I'm being my best, then I can help you be your best, and I can lead by example. And that, I think, is what really changed things for me, is that once I became a coach, not only were these accountability groups here to support me, but now I knew I had to do this because I had a bunch of people cheering me on, and I was cheering them on, and we were going to do it together. So think about, as you are going, and this is what I always say to people, think about where you're at right now. And then the next couple conversations that you have in the next week or two, as people are going to start noticing this change in you, whether it is a healthy change in your diet where they see you eating differently, or maybe they see a change in your face or your clothes looking a little bit looser. And they're going to ask you, what are you doing? And I want you to just share something of value and positivity that you've gotten already out of this group with them, because it's only going to help them and lift them up. And you're going to be already doing your part and giving back, just like we have all been able to do so far in round 1 of Pineapple Group into Pineapple 2. So I hope you are as excited as I am. I know I'm going back to my favorite program, Corps de Force, tomorrow. It's something that I have not completed since this time last year, all the way through. So I'm super excited to go all out with you all. So and any times that you have any questions for me, you always can reach out to me. I'm always up in the middle of the night with my son. So it's 1 a.m. and you're in the cabinet, you can text me. I'll probably be awake.
Anybody have any questions?
So I don't know if you girls have anything else, but I can't wait for tomorrow.
I think I just wanted to open it up for questions, really. You guys can unmute yourselves, or there's a chat button if you want to type in the chat. Real quick, the other thing we didn't talk about, Chrysanthi touched on that we are going to be doing the transformation. Okay, so included in this transformation is we need you guys to be doing before pictures and you need to do measurements. So I will post videos on how to do that if you've never done that before. But you want to do before pictures and you want to do measurements and you want to send that to your coach. And I am saying that that is a requirement. One, because you will be so sorry that you didn't do it. And if you don't want to step on the scale, because I hate the scale, don't. Because I can promise you that the scale was probably not even a factor in our decision for the, I mean, we looked at that, but it really wasn't a big factor in our transformation. Like, we want to know, we want you guys, and make sure, like, document your non-scale victories. You're going to hear us talk about non-scale victories a lot. That's basically every positive thing that happens in your life as a result of this lifestyle change that has nothing to do with the scale. So maybe you are committed to a workout program like you've never been committed to before. Maybe you said no to that cookie in the office that you normally would have had 3. Maybe your jeans are a little bit looser. Maybe you can wear a dress that you haven't fit into for 3 years. Like, those are non-scale victories. Just maybe you're positively talking to yourself. Maybe you're a negative self-talker. I know a lot of us can do that. We beat ourselves up, right? We would say things ourselves we'd never say to our children or our best friend, but we say them to ourselves. So those are all, any positive change, like, document that, because that's part of your transformation. But we are going to require before and after pictures, measurements, and non-scale victories at the end of this challenge to be considered for the transformation. But there's a reason why we do that. It's not because we want to, it's not for us, it's for you. So send your pictures to your coach. We do nothing with them other than hold them, because it's just a next layer of accountability. Because I know they suck. I know the before pictures suck. But I promise you, you will love your before pictures when you take your after pictures. You will love them, because you're going to look back and it's going to show so clear. Like, your hard work is going to be shown in those pictures. Your hard work's not going to be reflected in the scale. It might a little bit, but don't base your success on the scale. And we didn't really talk about that too much, but weigh yourself tomorrow and then don't weigh yourself again for 4 weeks. Like, if you are a chronic scale weigher, if you are someone that gets on the scale every day, that isn't like, it's not healthy. And maybe you can tell me that I get on the scale every day, but it doesn't affect me. I doubt it, because if you get on the scale every day, there's a reason why you're doing it. I'm a recovering scale addict. I had to get rid of it. Literally, when I started as a challenger, the only place I could weigh myself like regularly was at Publix, at the grocery store, because that was like the only place that had a scale. My coach used to make fun of me. She's like, did you get on the scale when you go grocery shopping? I didn't have a scale because I was crazy. I let it define who I was. It is a number. It is your gravitational relationship with the earth. Okay. Like, that is what your weight is. And to be honest with you, like, I'm considered overweight with what my number is, and I'm in the smallest size clothes I've ever been in. So, like, it doesn't mean anything. You can't let it define you. So get rid of it. And you guys, just to preface this, chances are if you're starting a new program, you could gain in week 2, you could gain weight. So be prepared for that. Like, we've been doing this long enough that we know, like, when you get on track for a week and you don't lose the 30 pounds that took 12 months to put on, when you don't lose those in the first week because you've gotten on the scale every single day, you're going to be discouraged. A couple of things happen with that. Number one, you release cortisol in your system. Anytime you're stressed, cortisol is released in your system, and that causes your body to hold on to fat, especially around your mid region. So that's something to think about. Make sure that you guys are getting enough sleep. 7 to 8 hours is what people need. I know a lot of us think we can survive on 5 or 6, but for your body to be functioning at maximum capacity and efficiently, you need like 7 to 8 hours. So I challenge you guys to think about your sleep, but just be prepared. That number could go up on the scale because your body's starting to retain water. It's starting to like try to figure out what's happening. So that's another reason why I tell people don't get on the scale. what you have done up until this point in your life to get you to where you are, if they were bad choices, are not going to cut your weight, the inches, all of that stuff. Like even your mindset, it doesn't happen overnight. It's a continual process, but it can change if you make those small little right decisions daily. It's the little tiny decisions. So I want you guys to remember that through this challenge. Like I always tell my group, and you guys, if you've been in my groups, you know, it's short-term pain for long-term satisfaction. So even though it might be painful in the moment to press play or wake up earlier, like 30 minutes earlier before work to do your workout, it will bring long-term satisfaction when you do it 5 days, when you complete that program, when you see the results from it. Same thing, maybe short-term pain for saying no to those cookies at lunch. But I'm telling you, the satisfaction, the confidence, the self-control that you feel, and then what happens when you make those positive decisions over and over again, or when the results happen. So it wasn't that one piece of pizza that allowed you to gain 30 pounds. It was the pizza that you had every single day for 12 months. Not that you had pizza every day for 12 months, but it was that bad decision that you had every day. It was that extra candy bar. It was that extra snack after dinner. It's not the one piece of cake that you have on Thanksgiving or pie or whatever you eat. It isn't. It's the compound of those decisions over time. But you have to know that it's not going to reverse overnight either. You're not going to eat clean and do a fitness program and lose 50 pounds in a week. And I promise you guys, you don't want to, because anything that you do that is a quick fix, it's a quick relapse too. So they just don't exist. So just know that it's going to take work. It's going to take commitment. There's going to be days that are hard, but if you can tell yourself short-term pain, long-term satisfaction, get that in your head. I promise you, the harder that it is, the greater the reward when you get to the other side. So just know that when you commit to this, and the fact that it's through the holidays, like the reward's even that much greater. Like you're going to get to January and you're going to kill it come January, because you're going to have that renewed sense of like new year, clean slate. Like we all feel that, you know, you're going to have that in January too. So I don't see any questions in the chat. Does anybody have any questions? You can raise your hand. You can unmute yourself. Sleep hygiene is an issue for me since I recently had a baby and she loves to keep me awake. Well, I still receive the same minutes of getting 7 hours broken up throughout the day versus in one stretch. No, but this is a part of new motherhood. And the reason why I say no is because it's that REM cycle that you fall into. And so, but here's what I can tell you. How old is your baby, Caitlin? It's just a stage. Like, so this is what I can tell you. She's 2 months. Okay. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, yes, like broken up sleep is going to give you your body the recovery that it needs and you're going to see the benefits, because that's not the truth. Like the reality is, like, it may be harder for you to lose that weight in the beginning because of your sleep, but just give yourself that grace. And I promise you, just trust the process. I think I can speak to that, and Chrysanthi and Kim both have kids. They can speak to that too, that it's a stage and you will eventually get sleep again. And it'll just take some time for your body to adjust to all these changes. So I know that's probably not the answer that you want to hear, but at least you can say to yourself, okay, I'm working really hard and it's not coming off as fast as I want it to. You can kind of do a gut check and say, you know what, like my body isn't like getting enough sleep right now. And I'm okay with that because I have this beautiful little baby that I'm looking at and she's a miracle and it's okay. I know that I'll eventually get there, and you will. You will. Did I answer that good enough, Chrysanthi and Kim? It just takes time. I mean, if you're nursing, I personally, like, here was such a complaint that I had. I knew this was going to happen to me. I wasn't that mom that nursed and the weight came off. I just wasn't. Like, I never was someone that could lose weight earlier. My body decided to hold 10 pounds because I was nursing. So that's normal too. So and maybe we have some other new moms on here, you guys, everybody's different. Like, but yeah, Chris Andy said that being said, you're the best place possible. Yes, you are like, you are with other people that have been through this. So that kind of reminds me of one other thing I want to say to you guys is don't compare yourself to anybody else in this group. Like, promise me that you won't compare yourself. Use this group as a motivation to say, hey, I want to press play because she's motivating me to press play. But don't say, oh my gosh, she's down 10 pounds. Why am I not down any weight? Like, you can't compare your chapter 10 or your chapter 1 with someone else's chapter 10. Like, you just can't compare your journey. You have no idea what her sleep habits are. You have no idea what her stress levels are in comparison to yours. Like, you don't know what her nutrition, like, you don't know any of those things. You have to focus on you. And believe me, I tell you this because it's hard. It's so hard. I wanted to be that mom that walked out of the hospital and put on my jeans after I had my baby. Like, I worked out my 9 months. I'll be able to put on my jeans in 3 months. It took me 9 months, which is what people told me. And I was like, no, it won't take me 9 months. It did, to get back to my regular clothes. Like, but that's me. Like, I've never been someone that could lose weight. Why would I think that after having a baby, I would be like that, So it's your personal journey. So, but if you guys ever have struggles like that, like, I would love, share that, with us. Say, listen, I don't understand. Like, I feel like I'm doing everything right. I'm not getting the results that I want. Can you help me? Why do you think that is? And there could be like a little tweak. It could be like water. It could be water. It could be sleep. It could be that maybe you need to adjust your containers a little bit. Like, you need extra protein, or you need to go down in a fruit. I mean, it could be like the slightest little adjustment. So just trust the process, because I promise you guys, if you follow these programs, you drink your shakes, you do the nutrition plan, you follow the workout calendar, I promise you 100% guaranteed, or you can send everything back and get your money back. We wouldn't be in business if that were the case, right? If it didn't really work. Like, it works. If it isn't working, you have to look in the mirror and say, like, what am I doing? And if you still really have exhausted, you got to talk to us. Does anybody else have any other questions? No. Who's going to win $100? Yeah, Erin, you can still win again, girl. You can defend your title. Like, you're not out. So you guys, she knows what to do. So you guys have some stiff competition. It's up for anybody.
I'm coming for.
Oh, Michelle's coming for her. Good. What did you say, Erin?
I said it's on.
It's on. I love it. I love it, you guys. All right. Well, it's about 9:15, so we're like 15 minutes over than we like to be. So if you can plan for these calls to be about 30 minutes, because we really don't want to take a lot of your time. Make sure that you guys are all planned with your meals, because you're setting yourself up for success if you have a plan in place. So schedule those workouts like an appointment you can't miss. It's like a doctor's appointment. You cannot miss it. So if you are going to wake up tomorrow at 5, you can't miss it. You have to pay that doctor's cancellation fee if you do. So you have to think about it like that. Same with meal plans, nutrition. Plan for your parties. Like, if you guys have Christmas parties, that's when you plan your treats. So Friday, you're going to be somewhere and you're going to have a cookie or two. Like, be on track totally 100% Monday through Thursday this week. Like, plan for it. Your meal plans plan for treats in there. So just make sure they're incorporated. I think that's all I have. Do you guys, Kim, Prasanthi, have anything else? All right, you guys, let's kill it. Oh, real quick too, we're going to do Saturday morning workouts. So you guys know how the Zoom thing works. So it's going to be the same thing. We're going to meet at 6 a.m. on Saturday mornings for workouts. So it's really, really fun to get together and just push play. You'll do your own workout. We just meet here to say, hey, I'm up, I'm here, I'm doing it. And then we do like a quick sweaty selfie group picture at the end. And I'm telling you, your Saturdays are way better when you get up and do a workout with us. All right. You're welcome, Caitlin. Thank you guys for getting on. Thanks for being part of this. And I hope you have lots of fun. All right, guys. Oh, should we do like a quick picture? Do people pop off? Hold on. Gallery view. We don't have a lot of faces. All right, we're going to do a quick picture. So everybody smile. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that didn't work. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, got it. All right, guys. Have a good night. Kick butt tomorrow. We'll see you in the morning. All right. See ya.